This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday, Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, people.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing out there in Friday Night Podcast Land, Friday Night Lights Podcast Land?
For sure. Well, now that we done made it past Monday, we start looking to what's coming up on Friday.
Yes, we can start talking about Friday, and we can see what the Wizard is what the Wizard's been up to.
Man, he cutting the food again.
Really, the Wizard? I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, him and that Magic 8 Ball. I don't know what's going on with them.
He's still overall. He had a pretty good week.
Yeah,
just not the pick'ems.
Yeah, just not to pick him, but overall though he did good. You know, he still got some questions about a couple of teams around the state, but for the most part though, he hanging in there.
Mm-hmm. We'll have it figured out by I say by next week. We'll know a little bit more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because things gonna come into play real good within the next 2 weeks as everybody starts getting the region play. That is for sure.
I can't believe we almost halfway through the season, like regular season. Like, dang.
Man, this thing ain't stopping for nobody. It ain't waiting on nobody. All I can tell you is the team better get in where they fit in at. Right now,
that's right.
The season is moving.
Yes, it is.
That is for sure. So, with all that being said, might as well go ahead and get into what the Wizards been up to.
Let's get into it.
All right, cool. Sound like a plan to me. Let me share this screen and show you what he sent me. Share screen. Window. All right, window coming up. There. All right. Oh, you're not letting me pick that window. Nope. Oh, you ain't gonna let me pick that window, huh? So I'm gonna go back there. Oh, you trick. It won't let me pick the screen.
That's weird.
I know, right? All right, there we go. All right, we got it.
All right, cooking with grease.
Fish grease at that.
All right.
Fish grease at that. So, all right, can you see it okay?
I can see it.
All right, so starting out in D2 for this upcoming weekend, single A D2, Division 2 that is.
Mm-hmm.
So far, he's going to go with Early County over Baconton Charter.
Mm-hmm.
Big victory. They should definitely get the middle school in to play. I'm just saying that's the way things are looking
and the
right
rec
now.
department. You talking about the rec department too, dang.
Yeah. Get everybody in on that one. Clinch County playing Bacon County. Once again, they should get the, we ain't gonna say the rec department. Actually, let's back up. Early County can get the rec department's family in. Clinch County can get the rec department in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm saying that one. So moving on, Bowden is off this weekend. Then we got Johnson County going against East Lawrence. Should be an easy victory there. Washington Wilkes playing Elbert County from Division 1. Even though they're playing in Washington Wilkes, still expect Elbert County to come out with a good victory on that one.
Mm-hmm. That ought to be an interesting game too. It should be. I mean, but the way the Wizards saying it won't be, they're gonna get beat to death.
Yeah. Now the most interesting game that I'm coming up with right now in Division One is Aquinas. Aquinas. I don't even know how to
I think it's
pronounce
a. I think it's. I don't. Even, I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know. Just yeah, them
it. Yeah,
and
them. Yeah, them going against Harlem. That should be a good game.
hmm
That should be one of the best, one of the top games in D2 this weekend. Then you
it
got,
looks like it will be.
yeah. Now you got Carlton County going against Pierce County. That two-headed monster at running back that Pierce County has should prevail them to a 30-point victory.
Okay, I can see that.
We got Sly against Central.
Tal
Yeah,
Tarleton.
yeah, them. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rec Department kids should play in that game.
yeah. They might get their mom and dad in there too.
Yeah. Dooley is off, and then I expect, or should I say, we're expecting Mount Zion of Carroll to drop out of the top 10 after this weekend of playing Brookstone.
Okay.
So let's move on to D2. I'm sorry, D1.
Ooh,
Now, one of the best games that's going to be in the state of Georgia this weekend, Prince
period.
Avenue against Alpha.
Oh my goodness.
It was a close one looking at it, but with the changes that's going on down at Alpha, we think Prince Avenue, since they're having some stability, should pull that victory out.
And they're at Elka too, huh?
Yeah, even though they're at Alpha, Prince Avenue has stability going on within the program itself,
Okay.
and it should pull that victory out. Uh, Swainsboro should have an easy day, along with Rabin County.
Mm-hmm.
Blackley should handle business. Urban County at Rock, or should I say Urban County versus Rockmart. Urban County playing at home, they should pull that one out.
Ooh. Okay.
But we look at it be a good one.
Yeah, especially and they're looking at. I think Irwin County is looking to bounce back because they took a tough loss last week or the week before last.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And now one of the best games, another top 10 game in the state, Brooks County at Bainbridge.
Ooh.
I think Bainbridge will find a way to get on track and pull out and squeak out a victory. It's a close call. It's a coin flip type of game, but I think Bainbridge pulls it out because they're playing at home.
Okay,
They got
I
to
can
get on
see
track,
that.
and they got to
And
get on track.
then they're what 5A, so attrition
Bainbridge is
might
4A.
4A. Okay, but either way, um, uh, Brooks County is single A, so
Mm-hmm.
it might make the attrition and depth might make a difference come third and fourth quarter. So
Correct.
I got you.
Yeah, and that's another thing we took into account. Lamar County at Jackson. Expect Lamar County to pull that one out, but I do expect Jackson to put up a fight though.
And then they're at Jackson, so
Exactly.
Lamar County won't be getting any favors.
Exactly. Darlington at Northwest Whitefield. Once again, another close game. We're gonna give the edge to Darlington because Darlington is playing at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is Mr. Everett?
Let me see.
Dietrich Everett. Who is that?
Oh, he's a Peach County coach. He's a Peach County alum and coach.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. Let me finish up this last one. Elbert County at Washington Woods. We already spoke on. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Dietrich Everett from Peach County. Add him to the broadcast.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, Dietrich, what's going on?
I have some technical difficulties.
Yeah, we can barely hear you too.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. Now, if you do prefer, you can turn your camera off if you want to. That way, you can clearly speaking to the phone, and we're not lifting up your nose nostrils,
All right.
so we can hear you. We understand if you want to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
No.
But anyway, Mr. Everett, Coach Everett, want to welcome you to Friday Night Lights podcast. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
We are doing good, doing good.
So, well, I know who you are, but if you want to tell everybody in Friday Night Lights podcast land your background and in coaching and what you're doing now, please feel free to go ahead and do that.
Oh, yeah. My name is Deach Gary. I'm an alumni of Peach County. I graduated in 1996. Played football at Georgia Southern University. I coached in Statesboro for 4 years before I came here in 2008. And I've been here ever since. I've been coaching the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, running backs, whatever position they want me to coach. But now I am the head offensive line coach.
All right. Good job. So, Peach County has a big game coming up on Friday night against probably our biggest rival in Perry Panthers, and they have shown strides and improvements in the past few years. So I guess what's your take on the game? How are the guys doing in practice? Are they looking forward to it? What's going on?
Yeah, this is one of these weeks where we don't have to motivate them as much because they look forward to playing this game against Perry. Especially after last year, after losing the scrimmage. That's embedded deep in their brain. So they hate losing to them. So now they're a lot focused. Perry's a good team. They have a very good offense. They have a defense that get to the ball. They're very aggressive up front. They have athletes all over the field. So we're going to have to play our best game on Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I hate I'll miss it.
Well, Coach, I do have a question for you because we had a Perry coach on the other day. I believe it was Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's an
And
offensive guy too.
yeah, and what he was speaking about was the three-headed monster on offense: quarterback, receiver, and running back. You don't have to go into too much detail, but I guess my question is, how are you guys game planning to, if not stop them, but somewhat contain those three? That three-headed monster they have there in Perry.
Well, we got to maintain our assignments up front, maintain them in the box. Mostly when we play these guys, these three-headed monsters, if you're going to eliminate two of them, then you let the other one play, then you can stop him later. But it's going to be a hard task in front of us because they have a very, very athletic quarterback. They got some speed at running back. So, and they got some big guys up front. So we're not that big up front, but we're strong. But we have to get off those blocks because they cover up a lot of space up front. So hopefully we can get off those blocks and do what we need to do. And I think we'll have an opportunity to try to pull that one out in their house, which is hard to win there.
Very hard to win.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Understand.
So, how can I say this? I need Yo on here because he, he's the interviewer. But well, I know some of we're getting ready for region play. So in your opinion, are there any teams in our region that you really, really are focused in on?
In our region?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're trying to get out this tough schedule first because we scheduled a tough schedule because our region is kind of down this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we played on a tough schedule to try to get prepared, mainly for the playoff. Try to catapult us in the region and then into the playoff. We just, because we know what we got ahead in front of us in the first round of playoff. We're going to play one out of, if we win the region, the one out of the Chris County region. So, and they loaded down there.
Mm.
They got what Thomasville, them, Chris County, Carver,
Darting. Mhm.
Darden. We got to be prepared for that.
Okay.
But we just try to beef up our schedule so we can get a little bit tougher.
Okay. Well, it seems to be working. And we'll see what's going on Friday night. I have every confidence in my Trojans. So have y'all, I guess y'all take it 1 week at a time, but the remaining outer region games, is there anyone in particular that you're honing in on?
The Carver, the one out of Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
They're the runner-up in the state last year.
Mm-hmm. So
eyes on them right now.
okay.
You don't got another game before we play them. So
Hardaway, yeah.
So we iron them, but we just ain't really concentrating on them right now.
I got you. So like I know y'all take it 1 week at a time. So do y'all just kind of look at film for that particular week, or y'all just kind of?
No, I think individual coaches do that. They probably just look a little bit, see what's ahead. I don't think we do too much breaking down of the film. We just look at it and just determine, just see what they got, what they have, and then we'll kind of watch the roster, see whoever went down, like injury-wise or anything like that.
Okay.
But after the game on that Friday after Hardaway, we'll be really concentrating on them more. But we do that for every team. Later on in the week, we kind of start keying on the other team a little bit. Just kind of get ahead, be prepared for it. We won't have a long Sunday meeting,
I got you. I know about those Sunday meetings.
That's understandable, Coach, and we expect every coach, or coaching staff to take it week by week. But as an outsider looking in, I'm not in the Fort Valley area. I'm not down there by Peach. So if you could, just give us some people that when we do watch Peach County play, who should we be looking at or looking for? Who's standing out right now for Peach County?
We got a defensive lineman named J.D. Morris, number 99. He's been playing pretty good this season so far. This is his second year starting. Number 9, Amar Davis on defense. He's been kind of injured. You can see this week he kind of getting a little bit more healthy. So on the offense side of the ball, we got number 11, Isaiah Miller. He played corner and receiver. Number 7, Dylan Johnson, the other receiver. Then you got 2 quarterbacks. We got an older quarterback who started for 3 years, but he's been playing more defense. The younger quarterback been making a lot of mistakes, so we kind of moved the old one back to the young one get prepared to play. The young one got a rocket on. Ginn, last name Ginn.
Yeah, Coulter. Yeah.
He got a gun on. He just got it. We put in a new offense too because we got a new coordinator. So that's what's bothering him right now. He's a lot of terminology that he.
Correct. Okay. We're not trying to get too in depth on your program, for you guys to give away any secrets or anything. But
we have a question from the comment section though that I'd like to ask you. T. Abe is in the comment section and he said he'd like to know how the O linemen and the front 7 are doing as far as gelling and playing together.
That's a puzzle. We moving people around to see what fit best for the front because we got a lot of kids that can play different positions. We got some tackles that can play guards, some guards can play tackles. So we kind of moving some pieces around. Hopefully this will work. Right now they're coming along to give a little bit more physical up front. Especially with Jalen Ellermean, left tackle. But I think they'll be fine. As long as we stay healthy, I think we'll be fine up front.
Okay. Good deal. You got anything, Mike?
Yeah, I do have a question, Coach. Once again, I'm not part of the Peach County fan base.
He one of them Saints, Dietrich. He one of
Yeah,
them Saints
and
up
I was
there.
gonna get at that. Yeah, just so you understand, I am a City Grove Saint fan alumni myself. So, but I'm not trying to be prejudiced. I'm trying to be unbiased when I ask this question. Normally, Peach County has an identity throughout the season, but from the Atlanta area, looking at Middle Georgia, and in particular looking at Peach County, it's hard for us to give Peach County an identity this year because we look at your schedule. You came out, you played like you were supposed to play against Baldwin. In our opinion, you laid flat against Northside, and then you came back and played a great, awesome game. Had great execution against Jones County. We're trying to figure out who is Peach County right now.
Right now, we just those two games that we lost was one of them scrimmage. We had a bunch of turnovers. We're making a lot of mistakes, and that's what kind of hurt us in those two games there. But the game that we won, we had less mistakes. If we can eliminate those mistakes, I think we'll be a decent team. Our kids they like fine wine. The more they play, the better they get. So.
I like that, Coach. I like that.
But we keep our eyes on everybody, 3A classification. City Grove got a very, very good team, very athletic. They reload every year. The year they beat us when we came there, we thought they were gonna be down for a few years, but it seemed like they just gravitate to more athletes.
They do, but we
Coach, we ain't gonna talk about it. Coach,
we're gonna leave that alone.
Coach, you ain't gotta talk about it when you came to Ellenwood. You ain't gotta talk about it.
I'm just saying they got athletes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, but they bring them in.
Reload, because that area is full of talent, So,
you said they bring in that talent, Coach. That's what you said.
No, he said the area full of talent.
He said they bring them in. I get you. You ain't got to say it.
Area.
You ain't got to say it.
So you got Carver and Atlanta in the area too, so they know it too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Shan.
Hey, y'all. I had to go run to the store and buy me another charger, and the charger done went whack.
Oh, wow.
But I think Cedar Grove is the team to beat.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, they're definitely the team to beat. Yeah. Have you seen anything on Calvary Day? What do you think about them?
No, I haven't seen anything on them yet.
Oh, okay.
Kind of quiet. So, but I watch all of them. I keep an eye on all of them. Thomasville, Chris Kine. So.
Smart coach.
Well,
Coach,
Coach,
you got any questions?
Go
ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Coach, I was just going to say, since you brought it up, one of the things, or shall I say, some of the teams in 3A that we were looking at was, Calvary Day being one of them, Oconee being another. And we have a good feeling that Thomasville is going to pull it together and end up pulling that Region 1 out. But what I want to get at is, I know you guys aren't looking at every single team in 3A in depth, but outside of Cedar Grove, what team in 3A has caught the attention of the staff down there in Peach County, outside of Cedar Grove, of course?
We keep an eye on a lot of Coney. We say they probably gonna be pretty good coming up later on. We thought GAC won't have something, but it look like they struggling a little bit up there. Chris County, we definitely thought they were because they got that quarterback / receiver. But they've been putting him at quarterback. I guess they kind of been limited them to what they can do. They got a backup quarterback they're working now, so we've been looking at all those, Thomasville, Carver, and Carver lost last week to Northeast, so be a little bit more fired up the rest of the year because, take one loss to get your mind back focused what you need to be doing with all the exposure. But I think Carver will be pretty good. Heard they had a lot of returning athletes from last year from the state championship, so those are about the only few teams we've been really looking at.
Coach, do you see the screen? There's a question on the screen for you. Can you see it?
Yes. Yeah, we show that, this are different. These kids these days are different, on social media and all these platforms kind of get to them fast, you get a bunch of offers, then they kind of like, think they don't have to work as hard to keep being that top guy. Got a lot of influence from the community, but when we played, it was different. We didn't have all that platform stuff, but we just always, go out there and play our game like we're supposed to be playing. But as the season go along, we get focused more, especially when we get close to playoff time. They tend to lock in a little bit harder, a little bit deeper. So, and right now, with us, we got this new offense, so stuff they still learning, So I think by playoff time they'll be fine.
Okay. Hey, Drew, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing? Mike,
All right.
Jessica, Dietrich, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
You got
All
any
right.
questions for the coach?
Oh no, I think any questions I had is already been asked, So if I think of something else, I'll jump in there.
Okay. I
All right.
mean, cause you got any questions, Mike?
No, I mean I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna get too much in depth because I know Coach can't speak on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna pull a yoke right now. I am gonna pull a Jimmy Wayne on him. So, Coach, I understand if you decide to kiss babies and shake hands on this one. But my question is this: if there's one team in the state of Georgia that you wish for Peach County to play, who is that one team? And like I said, you can be political with it if you need to be.
That's a hard choice. I don't think we're bad for nobody. We're not afraid. I know in the past we tried to play Beaufort. That never went through. I don't know.
Anybody in 3A? Like if we went to the state championship, or when we go to the state championship, let me go ahead and speak those things as though they are. So when we make it to the state championship game, is there anybody in particular that you're looking forward to playing?
No matter what, we just want to be our best team.
That's right.
There it is. See, let me step in now. See that Joker, that Joker was looking for a particular school. He was looking. See, let me tell you something, man. Humble yourself. Peach County back down for nobody. I told you a long time ago. Peach County don't kiss nobody else's ring. It's plenty of tradition in Fort Valley. It's been like that for 3 decades now. You know what I'm saying? So you were looking for a particular answer, but you didn't get it. You didn't get it. So how that feel? How that feel? Huh? I told you that we don't kiss ring. We don't kiss ring. We chase them. We chase them.
Coach was shaking hands and kissing babies, and that's expected because Perry did the same thing.
But you ain't on
Cavalry Day
standard.
The same thing when he came on.
What I'm trying to tell you is that wasn't a political answer he gave. That's the real Trojan mentality. He a former Trojan himself. You know what I'm saying? That's the real mentality. You know what I'm saying? Get it right now. We don't shake hands and kiss babies. We make babies cry. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Get it right.
Tell him, Drew. I don't think he heard. Well, Dietrich, I say this to every coach that comes on here. Um, and I'm going to say it to you too. Of course, you probably already know I'm a coach's daughter. Um, so I know what you do every day. I know the sacrifices that you make from your family and your friends and what you do and how you pour into these young men. So I just want to say thank you for that. You don't get paid what you're worth, but you just pour a lot out. And I just want to say thank you for doing that. And you know, because it's really a ministry. So you're doing a great job, and we just thank you for doing what you do.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
Coach Eric, we appreciate you, man.
Oh, no
Appreciate you.
problem. Oh, no problem.
We really do. And I also want to say congratulations to Georgia Southern for going to Nebraska and pulling it out.
That's
Congrats.
right. That's right. And got that man fired.
They sure did. So congratulations to the Georgia Southern Eagles too.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yep. Great tradition right there. Great tradition.
That's
Yes.
right.
All right, Coach. So from Friday Night Lights podcast, we like to say thank you for coming on
Oh, no problem.
and
Thank
giving
you.
us your time and speaking with us. And once again, and as always, you're always welcome to come back and sit down and
Please come
talk with
back.
us.
Okay.
Please come back and listen to our show and just tell everybody about us and let them know we're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
And some Saturday mornings they can listen to us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Okay, then. I got you.
All right. Thanks.
I have a great night, man.
All right,
You
you too,
too.
You
Coach.
too.
All right, you too, Coach Eric.
All
Look at
right.
this joker gonna sit up here
Hey, Dro.
fishing for him to. Hey, Shan, how you doing?
See,
You
I
see,
do it. See, I do it.
Doing all right?
Jimmy Wayne, I get yelled at.
he
What
No,
practiced.
see
happened?
what you thought you were gonna get, you didn't get. I tried to tell you what Peach County mentality was, but you didn't want to hear me. You
Man,
didn't
ain't
want to
nobody
hear
want to
me.
hear you. We ain't trying to hear
Uh-huh.
you right now. We ain't trying to hear
Okay,
you right
then
now.
cool. Now don't
All
get
right, we're
mad
gonna
because
let
the
you.
man to give you what you thought you just move on.
I
Just move on.
and that's what we're doing. We're going back to what the Wizard picked.
What the
We,
wizard?
yeah, we're going back to the Wizard to finish up what the Wizard got going on for this weekend between him and his Magic 8 Ball. All right, so
Hey,
let's pick up
hey
where we
Mike,
left off at. Yes, sir.
Mike, before you do that, let me ask Shane a quick question. Shane, were you at the middle school game today?
I was.
Yeah, we didn't run into each other. I was there.
Oh, yeah, I was there. It was a good
Oh, okay.
comeback. I wish they could have pulled it off at the end. They came close.
Yeah, they did. It was good. My nephew got off out there, number 3.
Oh, that's your
You know what I'm saying?
nephew? Yeah,
Yeah,
number 3. Yeah, had they kept feeding him earlier, 3 and 15 probably could have came back and won that game for them.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. But they got one next week, so we'll see what they do. But all right, Mike, take it away.
The future
All
looks
right,
bright for Peach County anyway, despite the loss. Go ahead, Mike.
all right.
Go
So
ahead,
move.
wizard.
That's
All
not the
right, move.
wizard. That's the wizard's. That's the wizard's representatives.
Oh, the
Shan.
wizard represented. Okay.
Yeah. It's a representative. So moving on to 2A, got Fitzgerald off this weekend. We already talked about Pierce County having an easy day against Carlton County. South Atlanta is off. We already spoke on Elka playing Prince Avenue. With that being, even though Prince Avenue is coming up to Elka, thank Prince Avenue with the stability they got in the program, changes going on at Elka, Prince Avenue should pull that one off. Cook is off this weekend. I already spoke about Rockmart losing to Urban County, even though they're playing in Rockmart. Thompson beating Laney should be an easy day for them. Putnam County against Butler. As we said earlier, the rec department family should get get some reps in that game. Columbia is off this weekend, and Northeast should handle Ace Charter.
Yeah. Can I
Hey,
say
hey,
something
stop
about?
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Jessica. 'Cause I want to say something about it too. Go ahead, Jessica. I
Okay.
go after you.
No, I just want to say something real quick. I was just gonna say to any Northeast fans or anybody that's looking to go to the Ace versus Northeast game, bring your chairs or get there early because the visitor side is basically non-existent. So y'all heard it here. It's very small. So if you're gonna get there early and be prepared and just bring your tailgate chair just in case. So you have to sit there out there on the side. Okay, that's all I had to say. Go ahead.
Okay, now this is one of the games I want to keep a close eye on this week. Ace is a high scoring team. Their offense has several weapons. They have the quarterback, they have a couple of running back, a couple of wide receivers, or it may be two running backs, and they got a linebacker, who play pretty good on defense.
Mhm.
Um, their defense kind of strike me as a bend. You can bend that defense. So I think, I don't think they'll be able to slow Northeast down. But the challenge for Northeast will be how will they deal with that high power offense that Ace is coming with. They have Coach Hatcher over there now. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, this may very well be the region championship game for that region. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because I don't see any of the other teams in that region really challenging Ace and Northeast. But again, it's still early in the season. I could be wrong. Northeast is they are the superstar running back. He's only a sophomore, if I remember correctly. They got good quarterback, good wide receiver. It's gonna be a better game than what people think. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Northeast win the game, but I also won't be surprised if Ace beats Northeast. You know what I'm saying? Because both of those teams are pretty good this year.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Northeast is favored because of their front four on the D line. But Ace, you got to remember, Ace is just in their second year of football,
Mm-hmm.
having a football team. So for them to
Uh,
come out strong
I
in
don't
this,
know.
yeah, they didn't have a football team when they first opened, and they only been like in a 4-year school. I think they started in 2019. So they didn't have a football team their first year. So you don't really count the COVID year because everybody's kind of down COVID year. But for them to be coming out as strong as they are right now in 2022 speaks a lot about the program and who they have coaching those kids from a charter school that just established a football team, first
Same
ever
with the
football team.
same with Northeast too, because they lost a lot last year, and they are. I think they're playing. They're doing better than what people anticipated that they were going to be doing. So it's going to be a very good matchup, and I'm interested to see how it's all going to play out.
Yeah,
Now I will
because
say,
I'll tell anybody now. It could be a blowout. It could be a blowout. I'm not saying it won't, but I won't be surprised if that game is more competitive than what a lot of people think because Ace is a charter school now. You know what I'm
Mm,
yeah,
saying? So, they can get players up in there. And they got some good players on that team, on that Griffin team.
they
I do.
certainly.
Yeah. Now, one thing. Now, I know y'all agree on this. One thing we like to do on this panel is speak facts. So, if a correction is need to be made, we need to make that correction. And the correction I'm gonna make is Ace is going into their 5th year playing football.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, since 2018.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I knew it was
yeah,
like 2018, 2019 when they
yeah,
started.
yeah. It was 2018. The first year they went 4-6, then 3-5, 2-7, 4-5, and right now they're sitting at 4-0, which it looks like they're gonna, top their most wins in a single season this year of
Well,
all
good.
time.
And
So
that still speaks volumes.
it does, it does. All right.
I say the game would be a toss up, in my opinion.
Well, like I say, if you think you can beat, I can't remember if the Wizard got it on his pick 'em 5 on his pick'em for week 5. But hey, go in and do your weekly pick'ems and beat the Wizards. All right, we're gonna move on to 3A. City Grove playing 7A number 4 Mill Creek.
The
Wizards,
7A Slayer. Okay.
yeah. The Wizards is picking City Grove to beat Mill Creek by a field goal.
So are y'all playing a full Mill Creek team? No missing players, none of this stuff?
None of
I
that.
know y'all been having that issue with 7A teams.
None of that. Right now, we got a full 7A squad for the first time.
Okay.
All right. Expect Carl Atlanta takes on to get some lumps on the head from Buford. How bad those lumps are is determined to be on. We'll find out at the end of Friday night. Calvary Day should have an easy day against Liberty County. Oconee and Burke County. It was a coin flip. The only reason we're giving it to Burke County is because Oconee has to travel to Burke County.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a coin flip. It's just one of those games that it was hard to call because, in our opinion, Oconee has a sound, disciplined defense. The offense is producing, but not producing at the same time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think Oconee is a better program than Burke at this point. Even though the game may be at Burke, I think I'll take Oconee in that one.
Well, hey, beat the Wizards. Put your pick'ems in. Sandy Creek at Collins Hill. Collins Hill players that were suspended from the Brookwood game should be back. So we expect Collins Hill to, I ain't gonna say handle, but defeat Sandy Creek. Peach County at Perry. We're gonna give Perry the advantage, only by 1 point because it's being played at Perry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chris County is off this weekend. We got Doherty at Terrell County. We expect Doherty to handle that one. Stevenson County is playing White County. Expect Stevens County to handle that game, and Mary Persons is off.
Okay, point of clarification, Mike, because I know you up there from up north, but down in South Georgia, that's Terrell County.
Hey, help me out. Help me out.
I got you.
So what I said, Terrell, right? I said
it looks like Terrell, and most people would say Terrell, but down in South Georgia is Terrell County.
Okay, help me out. All right, let's move on to 4A. Number 1 Cedar Town is off this weekend.
They were off last week. I thought. Okay.
No, they played last year. I forgot who they played. North Oconee should handle Madison County. Whitewater is at Troop, giving the edge to Troop because Troop is playing at home. All right. We already spoke about Perry and Peach. I already spoke about Troop and Whitewater. Stars Mill at LaGrange. It was a coin flip. LaGrange finally broke the top 10 for the season this past week.
Unless Stars Mill got some players added on their team, I don't see how they're gonna beat LaGrange.
Well, like I say, hey, do your pick'ems.
What classification is Stars Mill?
4A.
Okay, they 4A.
Both teams are 4A. Yeah, both teams are 4A.
Okay.
All right. After Benedictine took that loss last week, they dropped down to 7, and they got a well-deserved off week. I already spoke about Burke County and Oconee County. Bainbridge versus Brooks.
Yeah, y'all weren't on when we talked about that one.
Yeah, we already talked about it, but once again, I'm giving the 1 point advantage to Bainbridge because they're playing in Bainbridge.
Bainbridge, I need y'all to handle y'all business so I can go in hard with that little fella down there in Brooks County. So handle your business. So he can be disappearing for another whole week and a half before he pop his ugly head back up.
I agree with you, Shan, but I think we're gonna have to ride with Brooks on this because Bainbridge has not checked the boxes this year, and I ain't seen they super fan come back yet. Where he at? Where is he? He been missing.
Yeah, he ain't been back
either. But this is why I say I don't disagree with the Wizard because I think it's enough division between 1A and 4A that eh, uh
For
depth and
Bainbridge.
attrition
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
might kick in. And Bainbridge is not a bad team. They've played some tough opponents. They had Cedar Grove, they had Thomas County Central, and who else did they have?
Thomasville.
Yeah, they had Thomasville. They beat Thomasville, and who played Coffee? Did they play Coffee? Some maybe not, but either way, they've had a not so easy schedule, and Brooks is just one of the ones that's not as easy, but they're not a bad team. And like I said, I think they don't play as many guys both ways. I think that will matter in the third or the fourth, at least the fourth quarter. So I don't. It's a toss up, but I will roll with Bainbridge simply because of that.
Fingers crossed. Let's go Bainbridge Bearcats.
And that's one of the reasons why we got it, sitting at a 1-point game. So, because it can go either way. We know that. It's just we got to predict the winner.
Mm-hmm. I got you at home. The home field advantage and the depth. I can see why you made that pick. Why the Wizards made that pick. Excuse me.
Yeah. And we already spoke on LaGrange and Stars Mill. Anything else y'all want to input on 4A?
Yeah, the fact that Bainbridge is just a 1-point favorite over Brooks kind of speaks volume.
I mean, you can't look at Brooks County as being a pushover just because they're single A. We know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We know great coaching is going to affect that game. Bainbridge coaches have got to be on their game because they know they're going to be going up against another great coaching staff.
And that's what it might come down to, coaching.
Mm-hmm. And we already know that Coach Freeman knows what he is doing. So
exactly. That's why I'm going with Brooks in that game.
Okay,
I
no
got
problem. And that's why I say, go ahead and fill out your weekly pick'ems.
It makes sense. I mean, either way, you can't. It's not a bad pick. Whoever you pick, or whatever your reasons are, it's not either one is not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just keep it. Keep it real. Let me just keep it real.
Here we go.
When was it named Shep? Was it last name Shepard, the fan from Bank?
Yeah,
Ricky Shepard.
Okay. See, he came on the show. He was talking about teams checking boxes and things. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about team speed and all that kind of stuff, and he ain't been back since.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You know why?
But let me finish.
Okay.
They did not understand the assignment. They did not beat Cedar Grove. And because they didn't, and the fact that he basically had disappeared, but he is active in the other football group.
MIA.
He just ain't he MIA in this group. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't roll with Bainbridge because of him. Because of Shep. He came on.
He don't mess it up for the home team.
He done messed it up for the home team. Now, I will tell you right now, Shep, if you listen, if Bainbridge beats Brooks County, stay missing. Don't come back. Don't come on the show. Don't be acting because we're gonna eat you alive. You know what I'm saying? Just stay here. Stay where you at. You messed it up for Bainbridge. So I gotta side with my nemesis, Dwayne Little, and go with Brooks County. All because of you, Shep. It's your fault, Shep. You
really messed up. If you got Pedro, you got
right
side with Dwayne Little. You really messed up.
Cause D Little ain't gonna ever get me on his side.
Wow.
unless it's Satan, and then I gotta think about it.
They can be playing. They can be playing the Falcons. I'm still gonna go against them.
They can be playing Satan's minions, and I have to think about it.
All right, we're gonna.
Come on, Shep.
All right. Well, let's move on to 5A. We know Shep in the doghouse. Let's move on to 5A. Cartersville, man, they whole community should get some reps in their game against Heritage or Kanye.
The coaching babies, everything.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Wayne
Middle
County,
school, all of them.
Yeah. Ware County's off this weekend. Creekside's playing Lithia Springs. Creekside should easily handle Lithia Springs. Dutchtown at Warner Robins.
And it's Warner Robins homecoming too.
Ooh.
This is going to be an interesting game because Dutchtown is playing very well right now. They're playing very good ball. Can they maintain that against Warner Robins? Or is Warner Robins is going to come back and be the Warner Robins that we expected to see this year?
Can they bounce back from that loss last week?
Correct, the Valdosta.
They're drubbing.
What Warner Robins team are we going to get this coming Friday?
And it's their homecoming, so maybe that's a momentum.
Yeah. But right now we got Dutchtown as a 3-point favorite.
Okay.
Coffee, easy day against Salem. I ain't going to say no more on that. Kell is off this weekend. I already spoke on Warner Robins, Dutchtown. Loganville at Wind the Barrel. Loganville should have a good game. Easy game. Calhoun at Sonoraville. Calhoun should easily handle them. And Jefferson is off for the week. Any input on 5A?
No, not really. I'm
No.
not impressed.
All right, cool. We're going to keep it moving. Langston Hughes against Manchester. Cupcake. Blessed Trinity. Yeah. Blessed Trinity playing Marist. I think Blessed Trinity should pull that one out by a touchdown, even though they're playing at Marist, because Marist, in our opinion, talking with the Wizards, Marist is not the Marist that we expected him to be so far. So we're gonna give that edge to Blessed Trinity, even though
They in the top 10 though.
Yeah, they just got back into the top 10 this week. Lee County against Lake Gibson, Florida. I don't even know why Lake Gibson is coming up this way. Roswell is off. Woodward Academy should have their way with Morrow. Gainesville, same thing, should have their way against, let me make sure I get this right, Appalachia.
That's correct. Good
Rome,
job.
I tried. Rome should beat Alatoona. Thomas County Central is off. Houston County is off. See, I almost said Houston. Houston County being off, and we already spoke on Marist at Blessed Trinity. Any comments on 6A? Feedback?
I think Houston County is off this week, but I think they come back to play Warner Robins when they come back. So that's gonna be an interesting game.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
It will.
All right, 7A. Buford against Carver. We already spoke on, but once again, Buford should handle Carver. We just hope Carver don't take too many lumps on the head.
I have a question about that once you get through.
Okay. Grayson is off. Colquitt County is off. I'm not going to go back into Mill Creek versus Cedar Grove. North Cobb playing Northside. North Cobb should handle Northside, even though they're trying.
Where is that game gonna be played? That's where it got to be played up there because Warner Robins is home.
No, it's playing in Northside.
It's North Cobb.
Okay.
No. North Cobb is traveling to Macon to play that game. Or Warner Robins to play.
They can't be because Warner Robins is home for homecoming. They share the stadium.
North Cobb versus Northside. So North Cobb is at home.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me see. Too much brown probably already.
I
know, right? Carrollton should handle Jenkins with no problem. Walton Marietta. Yeah, okay. Slight 2-touchdown lead. Victory on that one. Parkview should handle St. Pius. Valdosta should have a scrimmage game against Coral Glaze out of Florida. And Milton should handle Alpharetta.
Okay. So Mike, I want your opinion. So I'm going back to the Buford versus Carver Atlanta and Mill Creek versus Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove plays a number 4 team in 7A. Mm-hmm. And Carver Atlanta plays the number 1 team in Buford. And I'm looking at they're both away games, and I'm looking at the scores, mm-hmm. the predictions. In your opinion, is there that big of a gap between 1 and 2 in 3A?
In my unbiased opinion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the
Just
reason
ask.
and the reason I'm saying that is because I'm not the only one that thinks that also.
Okay. I mean, no, you don't have to defend your opinion. I was just wondering what it was. A yes would suffice for me.
Okay, I'll leave it at that then.
Okay.
But Drew, I will say this: Drew agrees.
Okay. And Drew's always right.
Hey, tell Drew we're looking for him.
Man, he busy right now.
Look, tell him
No,
keep betting.
oh,
Tell him to
he ain't
keep
that
betting
busy.
against us,
He ain't
cause
that
when he
busy.
bet against us, we do well. So tell him keep betting against us.
That's right. Yeah.
Talk about Jones County 35, Peach County 7. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what he said?
Yeah,
17. He said 17.
yeah, he said something like that.
35-17.
Something like that.
He ain't that busy. He ain't that busy. Tell him we looking
He,
for him.
he got
Okay.
band practice, you know.
Yeah,
Georgia
he got.
Tech got a game this week.
They
Look,
ain't doing nothing.
it's Georgia Tech. They ain't
Hey,
that busy.
Dro. Stop, Dro.
They
All right,
got
let's talk about the week.
class.
All right, let's talk about the picking for week 5. So going through the top 10 throughout all regions that the AJC got them ranked, picked out the top 10 games, and this is what we came up with. The last one you see down at the bottom, Hughes versus Manchester. The tiebreaker question is how many points will Hughes score against New Manchester? So keep that in mind when you do go in and fill out your weekly pick'ems. Once
That's the
again,
tiebreaker. Shut
yeah, that's the
please.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, everybody gonna get the tiebreaker right. But go ahead.
Now it's the closest without going over now.
Okay.
All right. So just to remind everyone that as you do your weekly pick'ems through every week, come playoff time, the Wizards are going to take the top 3 individuals to challenge him throughout the playoffs to see who has the best record.
Gotcha.
And the Wizard is
Just be
giving,
ready.
yeah, and the Wizard is giving up $50 to the winner.
Wizard is balling.
So that's how we go. So if you want to get in on that $50, if you want to try your chance at them $50 come playoff time, you gotta start playing throughout the week during the regular season.
Let me get
I'm
that. Let me get them $50 for my pedicure. It's on.
Hey, don't,
girl.
hey, submit your pick'ems. That's all I can say. So these are the games that are on the pick'ems, and these are the Wizards' predictions for each game. If you want to go off the Wizard or do your own, that's on you.
Come on, y'all. We got to beat
Hey,
this wizard. We got to
yeah, hey.
put y'all picks in. Put your
If
picks
y'all
in.
if y'all beat the Wizard, then I might sweeten the pot a little bit. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
I might throw some in there too, sis. Add some more to it. We got to beat this wizard.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So we'll throw some more in the pot. Add it to the wizard. $50. You know, y'all gotta do these picks. Let's challenge this wizard and beat him and shut him up.
Uh, I mean, I'm just saying now. I know on this pick'ems, the Wizard ain't doing good. He's 17-13 on the season for his pick'ems. But overall, going through all 8 classifications and picking those games, he's almost at 80%. So let's
Okay.
so let's see what you got.
We shall see. It's week 5.
Let's see what you got. You got till Friday, 6 p.m. to submit your picks.
Good stuff.
And do you all know where to submit your picks to? I mean,
It,
is y'all know where the link is, right?
once you come in the group, if you go in, if you as you're scrolling through the group, you're gonna come across the featured post. It is pinned to the featured post to be easily found, and it's also posted every Tuesday. So you can go as of today. You can go back one day. Come tomorrow, go back 2 days. So on and so on.
So, what about the Friday Night Lights high school football Georgia page? Is it posted there as well
Yes,
for
it is.
those who are not in the group?
Yes,
Okay,
it's posted on the page also.
okay.
Yeah, all our access places you're able to do it. And speaking of our page, if you're inviting people to the group, please be mindful of letting those people know that they need to answer all the questions for access. We had like a bunch of people um, trying to get access into the group, but none of them was answering their questions. So they're gonna sit there on read until they answer the questions. But I went and sent everybody a message and said, please answer the questions. Some did and was able to be granted access. But if you're inviting people to the group, please remind them to answer all the questions and they'll get access automatically into the group.
Exactly. And you only have a finite time to do that. So once you get that message about answering the questions, you probably, you have a small window to answer the questions, or you have to start the process all over again.
Exactly.
Okay? So y'all, the more the merrier. Y'all come on.
We
wanna
welcome
talk.
y'all. Just answer the questions so we know who you are.
We want to talk to
And we
you.
do a lot of this too because we try to keep the kids, players, teenagers, kids from out of the group and keeping it just adults, adult fans only. So that way, kids are not involved in this conversation and the bickering or the fanfare going back and forth. So that's why we do it. It's protocol.
That's right. That's right.
Well, good stuff, Wizard.
Good stuff. Yeah. Good job. Tell the
Thirsty
wizard we
Rollins.
appreciate.
Thank you.
Thirsty. Tell the wizard we appreciate it. Um, are there any the rest of the panel? Are there any games that are catching your eye other than the ones you talked about?
None. I know there's one or two, but I can't put them out my brain right now.
I got you. Yeah, you a little too much brown. I understand that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Right now, I'm calling out. I got to call out a Cover Columbus fan. I'm so sorry.
Hey Elmo.
Hey,
I
Okay.
need some.
Lamarius.
What's going on, Mo? Elmo?
She done called your government. Who you calling out today?
Oscar Miles?
Who?
My Highland Mines?
No, Oscar.
Who is
Who is
Oscar
that?
Myers?
I
Oscar
don't know, but
Miles. Miles.
oh, that's
Miles.
Miles.
Oh,
Miles.
Miles.
It's all the same to me. That's what I'm calling out.
Okay, why we calling him out?
Cause for one, I'm trying to figure out what makes him think that one Carver is about to take number one in that region. That's the first thing. Number two, what makes him think that they are deserving of a what number seven, number eight ranking at GP out of all polls GPB gave them?
I mean,
Well,
when you lose to a 2A team, which Northeast is not a team to laugh at. They are pretty formidable, but Carver had no business losing that game. Period.
especially with the returns they have. But we predicted that this could possibly happen. Though. We
yes.
said this
Yes.
last week.
True.
Yeah, because of the
Um,
That's
way they've
true.
been playing.
Yes, and
That's
maybe,
true.
and I'm gonna answer for Oscar. I don't know if this is true, but one of my spiritual gifts is mercy. So what I do is I look at stuff from other people's perspective, and I try to explain because it bothers me when people do stuff and I don't understand why they do what they do. So I try really hard to understand what they're doing, and so what I would say. Oscar may be thinking that, hey, this is the wake up call because they figured that okay, we were the state runner ups last year. We got all this talent returning back. We cover Columbus, baby. We gonna just run them up. And so what? We played Spencer 6-0 in the first half, which is utterly ridiculous, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself for that. But we're Carver Columbus. We can turn it on anytime we want to. And so
Not last
they
week.
and so they found out. I guess that's what he said. So they found out last week. Okay, we can't do that because Northeast, God bless them, came out and jumped all over their heads. from the beginning, and they
But I'm
didn't
gonna
know
tell
what was
y'all
going
like
on
this.
And didn't let up either.
and didn't let up.
Then let up.
So what I'm saying is maybe his Oscar's thinking is, hey, that was their wake up call, and they know they got to play all 4 quarters. So maybe that's where he's coming from, and
He
that's
said,
all I.
yeah, maybe his thought process is that's what it took, and now they finna win on out.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Hey
Well, they
man,
better not. They better not overlook Darty, because that's the most dangerous team in Region One right now.
Yeah,
Darty,
but if
because of the
Cam go
play,
down, they gonna have a
because of
problem.
Cam, yeah,
I'm not.
because of their quarterback.
I'm not. But Dro, I can. I understand what you're saying. I agree with you 50%. Here's my problem. Just because Thomasville is sitting there 0-4, why are you overlooking them? Are you not paying
Wait a minute.
attention to
Hold on. Wait a
who?
minute.
No,
Wait a
Thomasville.
minute now.
Look who Thomasville playing and lost to.
Slow your roll first. Listen to me.
Hmm.
Quarterback play is everything. That's what I'm looking at. Thomasville had a very tough non-region schedule, and that's why they're going to be formidable in that region. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they land anywhere from 2 through 4 in that region. But right
Okay.
now, my favorite to win that region is Darty. You know what I'm saying? That quarterback they got is amazing.
I
You
bet
know
you a
what I'm
dollar.
saying?
I bet you a
Huh?
dollar Thomasville win that region. I bet you a dollar Thomasville win that region.
Y'all better be
Well, I
glad they.
mean, listen, anything possible. I mean, listen, I'm not overlooking Thomasville. All I'm going off of is, you know, the performance on the field.
Well, y'all
You
can't
know what I'm
overlook
saying?
Chris either. Chris is
Chris ain't got an offense. They ain't got
They
an
Man,
got to
offense.
get their
Chris
offense
ain't got no
together.
offense nor an identity right now. That's my problem with
Not right
Chris.
now. They got a good defense now.
Their
That
defense is
defense good.
great, but if that
Yeah, they got
offense
an outstanding
stays
defense.
anemic, you score what 19 points against Sumter County, Sumter County, the
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you
American.
struggle with Dooley.
Yeah, it's something. The light bulb needs to come on very, very quickly because this is not like, and I mean, I hate to say it like this, but it's not like they got Pike and Upson Lee to play. They've got,
right. They
they
got
got,
stellar teams in their region.
they got
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thomasville. They got
Doherty,
Carver Columbus and
Carver.
Doherty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monroe. They got some teams to play.
they gonna have
Matter
to
of fact,
turn it up.
Chris
Monroe,
County probably got the best defense in Region One, in
Yeah, they
my
probably.
opinion.
Yeah,
and
I would say that.
that will take them. That will take them a way, a pretty good way. But you can't.
Second
I
Well,
round of
mean,
the playoff. That'll
yeah,
take them to the
offense
defense
second round of the
defense
playoff.
win games now. If they get
True.
their offense cranking, that defense win games.
But here's the
so
Yeah,
problem with
that's
Chris. But here's the
go
problem with
ahead.
Cordell. Until Cordell gets AJ outside of that box and in the space, Cordell is not going to produce on offense.
so he's the that's what I was gonna ask. So he's a quarterback now. He's not
He's
the
the
wide receiver.
quarterback. He's a
Okay.
quarterback. They got him playing quarterback. He has to get outside of that box that the quarterback is in and get play and put him at receiver or running back. Not at quarterback. That young kid that they got down there, I forget, I want to say he's number 15. That's who they need to be playing and giving them reps to. And allow AJ to play in space and put AJ back in the kicking game. Because
Well,
right now you're limiting yourself.
Well,
I'm
maybe
not at
they
their
saving that.
practice.
Maybe they
Yeah.
saving that.
And I'm not at their practice, but maybe the coaches down there see something that we don't see.
Yeah, true.
I hope so. I hope they did. Let me see. Did they have an off week this week? This past weekend? Yeah, I think they did. I hope they did something. But that's the thing that's holding Chris County back, holding Cordell back is you got AJ confined. Let him loose. He's your baller. That's your go-to guy. That's your
That's your
athlete.
athlete. Yeah.
Let him loose. Let him do what he do.
Are the track stars playing football at all?
No,
Two of
or
them.
not. Well, the other ones graduated. The twins, they graduated.
They did.
Yeah.
But the other guys are. All the other guys that was on the track team aren't playing
Now,
football.
now, since y'all mentioned that, there was a post got put up today in the group from some court by Jamie, and
Let me.
I commented on the post that oh shit, that I ain't know Cordell fans was still in this group because we ain't heard from Cordell all year.
Right. They hit and miss. They come in, peep their head, and then dip back out. I
So
guess.
so this is my thing, Cordelia. It's the same thing that Dro said to Shep. Don't pop your head up in here when it's good. Pop your head up in here and say something when it's good and bad.
What's going on, people?
Stay the
What's up,
course.
EP?
What's going on?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Stay the course.
Yeah,
Because
stay the
I mean,
course.
for the past 2 years, all we was hearing was Chris County got the best running back in 3A. This year, Chris County got the best fill in the blank right now in 3A. I mean, talk your talk.
Yeah, I
That's all
agree.
I'm saying.
I agree.
Talk your talk,
I
Cordelia.
agree.
Because unless y'all over there in your own group talking your talk to each other,
Mm-hmm.
That's probably factual.
that's all I'm saying. Come talk it over here.
Shan, you can't tell us if they're over there?
No, I'm still on pending. I don't think I will ever get in.
But I'm calling out the admin of the Cordelia group that's in this group. I'm calling you out.
Well,
Yeah,
Where
now
your fan base at?
one of the admins, he stay in jail. He can't help it.
yeah,
Where
but
you
the one admin that pops up in here all the time, he know my thing is over there pending. He probably just totally declined it.
and that thing been pending since the off season.
Somebody
Right.
was in there yesterday. One of them was in here yesterday. They made a
One of
comment yesterday.
one of us in here today too.
Yeah, I think Regis was in here. I
Oh, he
Nah, I
seen
ain't
him.
talking
stays
about
in.
Reed.
I seen a response or something he did in
Oh
here.
yeah, he stays in. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
Regis
pretty
stays.
consistent.
He's one of the consistent ones. My buddy. So Regis, let
Yeah.
me get a cake since I said that. Make me a cake.
Oh, he make cakes.
Yeah, he make cakes. He
Oh,
But
like
yeah,
Coach Everett. Coach Everett is the cake man here, and Regis is the cake man down there.
okay.
the biggest fan bases. If you ain't speaking now, don't speak later.
Yeah, we ain't having it this year.
Yeah,
We
Mm-mm.
ain't
stand
having
it.
it.
We gonna
We
pipe
ain't
you right
dealing.
on
We ain't
down.
dealing
We
with
gonna
that.
pipe you right on down.
Just like
Yeah.
last year, and I was in jail last year, but last year when Chris County won, all them jokers that had left, all I saw was request to join to
Right.
rejoin.
Regis is
No,
Regis
we
is not
don't.
a Regis is not what you call it over there.
Oh no, we're not talking about him.
No, no, we know who the admin is over there.
We
We
know who
know
it
that.
is. We know
Yeah.
who it is. We're not talking about him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, there. Uh, if you're in the group, you know, speak now, forever hold your peace. Because if y'all come through here winning the next couple of games, or if y'all should happen to get in the region, and even if you turn up number one, we do not want to hear it.
I just can't
Y'all
believe how Jones County fans have just completely disappeared.
like they were never here, just thin air.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
Oh, they
I
came
ain't
and went.
seen no purple and gold, no goat hounds or nothing.
They came and went, huh?
Whew. Same
They
day
still
opening,
in the
grand
group. They
opening,
just ain't
grand
saying
closing.
nothing.
Y'all
Grand opening
rep
and
your
grand closing.
team with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because
Man, I guess
if you don't know nothing else, Peach County fans, we gonna talk our junk. We gonna
You can be
speak on our team, whether we high, low, in between, it don't matter. And that's what you're supposed to do. You can't
That's
be
what
no
you're
fair
supposed
weather
to do.
fan.
You
all I'm
cannot.
saying
You can
all
beat
I'm
us
saying
50
is
to nothing. I'm gonna run my mouth. You can't shut me up.
we ain't heard nothing from Cordelia fans since that Westlake game.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't
Oh,
heard nothing since
you said
Westlake.
Westlake game. I finna say track season.
Nah.
Now there was a couple of them talking about the Westlake. They came in a little bit with the Dula County game, and then Dro kind of kind of made them feel a little small.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
And
ain't seen
then
them say I'm just
Dro
saying
told
then
him to pipe down.
they
yeah,
ain't they ain't say nothing about the love, joy, victory. They ain't say nothing about the the victory that they
It's,
barely got.
a couple
yeah,
of them
because
did.
they're
I'm
having
like,
some
y'all
growing
bragging on
pains
that.
right now.
Yeah, I was like y'all
Nah.
bragging on that, but okay. and then but like the Westlake game, you can hear a pin drop, and then when Cedar Grove came in the next week and beat Westlake after they had got beaten to death, oh, you really wasn't gonna hear
But check
nothing.
this out, y'all. They ain't the only fan base. Appleton
Oh
kind of too.
no.
Appleton kind of fan too. I mean, Jeremy ain't the
Yeah.
only Appleton kind of fan. Where the
Jeremy, the
rest
only
of
one
them
we
at?
hearing here. Well, we got
Where the rest of them
Antoine
at?
and
They don't say nothing no more.
They
And
don't
Pierce
say
kind of
nothing.
fan.
Pierce,
Where Huncho be,
Honcho,
we know Huncho keep it real. He interact with us. And I
yeah.
think that Vaughn guy, he might be Pierce kind of. I think he is,
No,
but
he's Appling.
oh,
He
okay.
tried.
Well, he do show up then. Okay,
yeah,
Appleton
and
do
the
show up.
Antoine guy. Antoine,
Yeah,
sure,
Okay.
Antoine,
he's Appling.
nephew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
I ain't
showed up.
heard that from him. Where he at?
He talks every now and again. He really talks on his personal page, but yeah, he
Hey,
don't.
hey, hold
So
on.
who
Hey,
does
hold on.
Appleton play this week? Who they got?
Oh, Apple.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I ain't even
we don't
following
even
them.
be looking
It
like
ain't
a
no
No,
baby.
high.
but I need to know. I need to know who does Appleton play this week? Because they
Somebody,
got
They play.
Liquor.
somebody
They
reach out to
got
Coach
I'm
Liquor.
finna
Crow
tell you.
and
I'm
find.
finna tell.
Reach out
Nah,
to
I'm
Coach
finna
Crow
tell
and
you.
find out who they got.
They play
Yeah, they got
Moorhaven out
Liquor
of Florida.
when
They play
when
Moorhaven
they
out of
missed
Florida.
that Ware County game.
Yeah, they playing Moorhaven out of Florida. That's who they play this week.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know much about them, so I don't know. They keep playing
But
these.
I
They
tell you what
like, for
though.
example, that team they played out of South Carolina. They're basically Spencer, but from South Carolina. They just have
yeah.
a little better resume than Spencer do.
It
You
sounds
know
like
what I'm
the same
saying?
thing with Moorhaven because I ain't never heard of Moorhaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cupcake. Now 2 weeks
They're
after
two
that
on
though.
one though.
Hey,
Oh
two
yeah,
weeks after.
let me do an honorable mention. Where my buddy at that rep Jeff Davis? I ain't heard from him this year. Well, one time we talked one time, but where he been since then? I mean, I told you a long time ago. If your school got two first names, you got to show up, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Davis,
Hey,
where are you? Wait, why you ain't showing up? Well, I mean, what's going on?
guess who else did?
What's really happening?
Guess what? Guess who else didn't show up? Except for
Who?
one.
Who?
Them boys down 96 West, down Highway 96 West. They didn't show up.
Oko?
No, 96 West, not East.
Oh, like going to
Columbus.
Twiz County?
96 West.
Oh,
Columbus.
96 West. Let me think. 96
Girl,
West.
say
Who
that
I
name.
got?
Say
Carver,
that name.
Columbus.
Oh, going to
Columbus.
Columbus.
Excuse me,
Well, I
Highway
mean,
80 West.
yeah, they show up. I
Jaco
see
did.
several of them talking. Yeah, but it's
Jaco.
others. I see others talking too now. I can't put that on Carl. I be
Dwayne
seeing another.
Dwayne Little don't be coming in the group. Come on the live.
Nah, you stay where
Oh
you are. We don't
boy,
want to talk to you.
where you at? Come on here. Where you at? Where the little at?
He in the comments. I don't see him.
Well, we're gonna put it like this. If you ain't talking now, we don't want to hear you talking in November.
We don't want to
Come
hear.
on.
Exactly. We don't want to
Say
hear
it.
nothing from you.
Repeat that, Thirsty Rollins.
If you ain't talking now, we don't want to hear you talking in November.
We
I
gon'
don't care if you
we gonna
win the
shut you right
region.
on up
You can
with
be
that
4-0.
bull sugar.
So much to our sponsors, Millennium Photo and Entertainment, and Middle
Gonna
Georgia
shut that
Farmers
bull sugar right on up.
Yeah, we don't want
But
to hear you.
EP, I need for you to get a song and save it to your playlist. It's by DJ Jimmy. That's DJ space JIMI. Where they at?
Where they at though? Where
Hey,
they at though?
Get the
where they
clean
at? Where
version.
they at?
Get the clean version, EP. Cause that's the song that's gonna be played for all these fan bases that's missing.
Yes. Yes. Well, you're exactly right.
Oh, Perry
Um,
too. You best believe they gonna try to pop up on Friday.
I
Oh
Don't
yeah,
let that game go in
I
their
forgot
favor.
about them, Shane. Yeah, you
Yeah,
Yeah.
right,
we
Shane.
ain't
Yeah.
trying to hear nothing from Perry, regardless of what the outcome is. Ain't trying to hear nothing from Perry
if
if they
they
ain't
lose,
talking now.
hear from them.
Now
If
they
they
do. They
win,
probably won't even beat. They probably lead the group. But
if
if
they
they
win,
win, oh, you gonna
don't want. Nope, nope. They all getting muted. We're gonna delete their post. No, I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna say that. They ain't gonna get muted. We're not gonna delete the post, but ain't no need for you to say nothing.
You won't be respected.
It
Yeah,
won't.
if
It
you
sure
ain't saying
won't.
nothing now, don't say nothing later.
Mm-hmm. And you definitely gonna hear my mouth.
And that's just that on that.
Mm.
But
That's on Mary and all her little lambs.
so Friday is going to be. Do we have any Thursday games?
Yeah, we got some Thursday games.
Okay, so the deadline to get your pick'ems in is
Friday at 6, but Friday at 6 because none of the Pick'ems are playing on Thursday.
okay. And so did the players of the week, the cutoff was yesterday, right?
For the player of the week.
Nope. I didn't cut it off yet.
Oh, okay. Hey, Brian, Coach Everett did a great job.
Yes, he did.
You go back to the early part of the show, and you can hear him. He was very honest and matter of fact, and knew what he was talking about. So yeah, he did an excellent job. But of course he did, because he's
Coach
a Page County alum.
Coach E.
Ooh. Hey, let me interrupt real fast. I do have to cut the Pick'ems off on Thursday because Whitewater plays Troop on Thursday.
Okay.
So I do have to cut it off.
You can drop that game. I mean, nobody cares about that game.
Well, dang on. Well,
So
dang, man.
EP, what's your cutoff for the player of the week? Is it gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to 1 tomorrow.
So
1
okay,
p.m.
guys,
tomorrow.
you hear it. Send your nominations to Sports Talk Friday Night Lights at gmail.com.
No, they don't have to.
Oh, they already got the nominations in. They're voting.
Oh,
there's a
voting
voting slip out there. Yeah, they got to have their votes in.
So the nominations were cut off on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
So share
Okay.
if your people is on that offensive defense list. Share and have them people vote for them.
Because if the same people winning every week, that's whose fault?
It's the fans' fault.
Right. Can't
Exactly.
complain.
Because the fans ain't voting.
So
that's whose fault it is. The fans. What's going on, Brian Jones?
Yeah, what's up, Brian?
We can't but we can't we cannot cut off the Whitewater Troop game. We've got to get everybody involved. Yes.
Yeah.
You sure we can't
Yeah, no. We can't be biased, man. We got to get everybody interested.
I mean, Jessica, listen to the headline for this game. Listen, now, just listen now. Hey, everybody, guess who's playing Friday? Who? Whitewater versus Troop. Who? Whitewater versus Troop. That sounds like a water park. I mean, I'm sorry. But that game just don't make me turn my head and be like, oh man, that's a big game. Now I know who Troop kind of is. I mean, Troop, they can be pretty tough at times. But I mean, listen one more time.
Bears.
Listen. Do you really think this game gonna even have highlights on any news channel? Listen.
Maybe in Columbus. Maybe.
Listen.
Yeah. Maybe.
Listen to the game again now. Whitewater versus Troop. Now, tell me how did that grab you?
Do you understand who's playing who plays for Whitewater?
Okay, who plays for Whitewater?
You got the top outside linebacker in the nation playing at Whitewater right now.
Okay, I changed my mind. Okay, we can watch it because of that. All right, cool.
All right.
And
so when do you want the picks in, Mike?
About 6 p.m. Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so who is this A right here?
It's me, Anthony.
Oh. Hey, Anthony.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's up, Ram?
I can't call it, man. I can't call
it. Give a shout out to Antoine here right quick, y'all. Hoko Bears in the building.
I said hello, Hoko Bears in the building.
All right.
Hoko
Bear and Macon County Bulldog. How you doing?
Hey, we got to give props out to your son. He playing lights out at Hoko.
Goodness.
Yeah, their whole offense. Their whole offense.
They're doing a great job, and not only that, he's just a good kid. I mean, I just really enjoyed talking to him. He's very smart, very confident, and
Very
I just love him
mature.
going. Very mature for his age. He just
How
seems
you
like
know what
he's
I
doing
did?
great.
You don't know what I did. You don't
Hey,
know.
mute your mic, mute your mic, mute your mic,
Mike,
mute
Mike,
your
Mike,
mic,
Mike, 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 Mike.
mute your mic, mute your mic, mute your mic,
I'm on it. I'm
mute
on
your
it.
mic.
I just muted him. I just muted him.
So
I
anyway,
just muted him.
Antoine, you
Yeah.
got a great kid, and he said it on here, and that's why I love his mentality. He said he's shooting for the player of the week every week.
Yep.
I love it.
I love that.
I
Tell him
sure
keep
do.
grinding, keep eating. He got the coaches to do it to get him there. So, it's gonna be exciting to see what he do week after week.
And whatever y'all doing in that household, keep doing it because you're raising a good man,
That's
a
right.
good
Absolutely.
young man, a good young man. So we applaud you for that.
Absolutely.
But I know
All
they
right,
glad they
so
got a.
we just go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say I know they glad. I know they glad they got a off week before they get into no who they got coming up. Warner Robins.
Warner
Yeah,
Robins.
yeah. So that's all week doing them some good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Old coaches against the new coaches.
What you got, Drew?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, what's up? That's Chef, ain't it? Anthony Chef.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's him. Yeah, that's
Hey,
over
what's
there. He about
going
an
on,
hour
buddy?
late.
Glad for you to join us, Mr. Shepherd.
I've
Yeah, he
been
about a.
trying. I just got off punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been on punishment.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you. So you off now? You a good boy? You been a good boy?
And Maurice told, hey, brother Mo told Mike to go ahead and get acting on here, man. So you know what I'm talking about? He sent me the thing. I'm telling you, I've been on punishment.
Well, we glad to have you in. Look, go on to give us
Hey,
go on to
hey,
get the players.
I ain't told nobody to send you nothing.
Is that Mo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
that
P.
Mo, man. Yeah, Mo.
Look, Anthony, go ahead and give us some encouraging words for week 5 coming up. We
I
week
just
4,
think,
week 5.
Week 5.
man,
Week
week
5.
5, before. I just encourage everybody keep on doing what they doing, man. Like I said, the first week, whatever happened, everything get better in time. You know what I mean? We just got to keep on believing in our team, in your team, where your team is, that they gonna continue to get better. And you know, it ain't about how things begin, but it's all about the end. And the end of the thing is better than the beginning.
All
So, you
right.
know, I don't get caught up into how that look in the beginning. You know how I was talking about my school. You know what I'm talking about? As long as I see improvement, I'm fine. But it ain't gonna change how I feel if I'm not seeing what I want to see. You know, but to everybody, man, and then just y'all, you know, what Maurice and Mike and everybody, man, you know what y'all doing on here, you know, I think it's a good thing too. All right, because it let people come together and talk and express what they're thinking about they team, about somebody else's team, or whatever the case may be, and it also give us a place to trash talk cleanly, so to speak. You know,
Of
as
course,
long as
Rev.
people keeping their feelings and stuff in, man. But man, you know, I miss y'all, man. Mike, I be messing with Mike. I love that Mike. Man. I can't get on the call no more, dog. What I do? Mike, man, might be laughing, man. You know, but it's all good, man. You know, I'm still here
We're
working.
good. I'm
Man,
glad.
I tell you what, well, I'm finna listen to some Cool Breeze when we get through with him. I like listening to Shep talk, man.
I
He's fun,
know.
great as hit,
I
boy.
love he be like, you
Smooth
see what
with
I'm
it,
Do
man.
that.
saying?
Known as a
Don't
champ.
do that. Don't
You
do
see what
that.
I'm
Man, I'm finna
saying?
listen. I'm finna find my Cool Breeze CD. Look, on old school, I'm finna find my Cool Breeze CD and put it in. Man, see.
They ain't
Hey,
called
you know
Cool
what? Hey,
Breeze.
Mo, you know
They
what,
call him
Mo?
the champ.
Hey, Mo, I'm going to send you something. You just listen to that. Don't even worry about it. And you just listen to that right there. You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about? You can
sir.
put it on. You know what I'm talking about? You can lay beside your wife with it, or you can just keep it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? This versatile.
All
You know
You
what I'm
right.
talking
can't,
Yes,
about?
sir.
man. You can't be sending him no Edward J. Bedroom booms now.
Ah, nah.
Oh my goodness. Football,
You all right
football,
back to Edward J.
football.
You all right back to Edward J. No. That ain't like that, man.
I just messing with you. I just messing with you. I had to go old. I had to go
What's
old
up?
school. I had to go old school.
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
you went on
So
that.
let me steer it here real quick. I know we got to get off soon. Dro, you weren't on Monday, so I just want to know what was your opinions about the upsets in college football this weekend?
Well, I remember I called it early, then it happened. Scott Frost. You hate for anybody to lose their job, but when you let Georgia Southern come into your building, you pretty much you already know it's a done deal. Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was a case of them overlooking Appalachian State. But if people haven't figured it out by now, Appalachian State is not one of those mid-major teams that you look over. They can beat you. Matter of fact, they got a big game this week. They play Troy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Troy has a pretty decent quarterback out of Taylor County. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the games I'm going to be looking for. Now Notre Dame, they had no business losing to Marshall. That's not a
None,
good look. That's not a good
none.
look for that new head coach. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't consider Florida losing to Kentucky to be an upset, but I just love it because it's the Gator. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand the Gator. And
Me
I'm glad that
either.
Kentucky I'm glad that
Glad they
Kentucky
got
went in
chomped
there.
on.
Right. Right. They
Mm-hmm.
ate gator tails, gator legs, gator bites, gator
Gator meat.
feet, whatever. Gator beat. They had a feast on gator, so I was glad to see Florida lose. Now, were there any other upsets? Let me think.
Nah,
I
Well,
not
can't
really.
think of any.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame lost.
we
Yeah,
said
he
that.
Yeah,
said.
I
Yeah,
mentioned
he
I
said
mentioned
that one.
Notre Dame. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I,
tell
I
you something. I felt like Texas should have won that game against
They
Alabama, and
definitely
I
Yep.
should.
believe if the
that
starter
boy wouldn't
quarterback
got
had
hurt.
not gotten
They
hurt, I
they
believe that would
they
have been
got
a different game.
It
it
would
would.
have. It would have been totally different.
It would have been
Um,
what
let me give you.
Alabama ain't got no stud they had at the wide out no more. They ain't got that.
They don't, and
Okay.
No,
they gonna wear Bryce Young out by mid season.
Hi, Alex. How are you? He said Appalachian State is a game you don't want to schedule. They can beat you. Power Five, watch out. That's right.
Absolutely. Appalachian
That
State has a great football program.
and matter of fact, the Sun Belt Conference should they should be proud of themselves because they did a great job this
They
weekend.
did.
Because
They did this past
Appalachian
exactly,
weekend.
State
exactly. They showed up
already
big. Hey, listen, ladies, listen to this. If your team plays in a town called Boom, I mean, let that sink
Boom,
in.
North Carolina.
Do you really think it's wise to overlook any team that come out of a town named Boom?
I
You
don't think
understand
so.
that name Boom just sounds like hard work, blue collar. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess around in a town with the name called Boom. It's not going to end well for you. You know what I'm saying? Now I know the game was at College Station. You know what I'm saying? But I hope people will realize Appalachian State is not a pushover. Now
No.
Georgia Southern, they're not a pushover, but they're not Appalachian State. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because Georgia Southern can pull upset too, but not at the rate that Appalachian State has been doing. And we know the history with Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Marshall, they had the capability of beating ranked teams as well, but that Appalachian State, the Mountaineers, that's their nickname, right? The Mountaineers. That's
Mm,
axe cutting trees down, climbing up in the mountain barefoot. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling grizzly bear. You can't
Oh,
overlook a team like that. You
yes,
know
and
what I'm
Dro, I
saying?
don't know if you saw
That's
the
just my
statistics.
opinion.
I don't know if you saw the statistics from that game, Dro, but Texas A&M should be ashamed of themselves
Yes.
why?
because I think Appalachian State
But
had
run them down to me.
68.
I didn't see it. Run them down to me.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. See, Appalachian State had 68 plays. Texas A&M had 32. They had twice the number of first downs. But let me tell you the real one,
That time
the
of
real
possession.
statistic. The time of possession, Appalachian State had the ball 41 minutes and 19 seconds of a 60-minute game.
That's a mess.
41
Wow.
minutes.
Well, y'all be
And
getting the real statistics.
yeah, and
Wow.
so yes, and
Wow.
Anytime you give a team 41 minutes with
Wow.
possession of the
A
ball,
Jimbo
you
Fish
just
ought
don't
to
gave
be
them the game.
shamed.
a
You ought to be
shame. And they
shamed.
paying that joker. He got guaranteed money for 10 years. They pay him $90 million over 10 years.
Pretty much.
Wow.
And get this, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let this go. At the same time, in their tenure, Kevin Sumlin had a better record.
Wow.
Sure did. But I mean, but you know, Texas A&M has a lot of money. But
They got money.
they got money on top of their money, on top of their money, but even more than Texas. But
Yeah.
even I don't think that
Yeah,
they're gonna get rid of
yeah,
Jimbo
yeah.
because of the amount of money. Because
Let me ask y'all this
And they
before
paid
we
all them
get off.
players they recruited got NIL deals.
they did.
They got like $100K just for coming there. So
Oh no, not yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
l-
So what you want to add?
look. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just my. What I wanted to ask y'all was y'all remember that outstanding kicker used to play for Georgia, Rico Blankenship?
I did.
Yeah,
Where the Indianapolis coach, the Indianapolis coach
they great.
released him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about that?
I don't
Well,
know
I
enough
don't think
about it.
you're right. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. I don't think you're right. He ain't missed that many kicks, bro. The dude been outstanding kicker. I've been talking about one of the best kickers he's been in the game.
it
You
might
know what
come
I'm
back
talking
and
about?
bite them.
I think it was an emotional decision.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
come
that's
back and
all.
bite
Well,
them.
he bad to do it. Bad to do that.
Yeah, I think it was an
Yeah.
emotional decision, and I hope that he goes somewhere else and
Somebody will
flourishes.
pick him up.
Somebody will pick him up.
No, that's
And
what
I
happened with
also
Koo for the Falcons. That's what happened to him. Same thing. Now you're a Pro Bowl kicker.
I love my Falcons, but I just can't. I can't right now. I just,
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Oh please don't
nah,
bring
nah,
Hey,
that
hey,
up.
I
Oh
ain't
my
trying.
goodness.
I ain't trying.
Condolences to
Look,
the
I ain't trying to
Falcons
talk
and the
about it.
Cowboy fans. Condolences to the
Falcons,
Who
Falcons
that
and the
brought up the
Cowboy
Falcons.
fans.
Falcons? Who brought up the
Hey, look,
Falcons just now? Who
hey,
Yeah, I
said that?
bought
Falcons are
up
rebuilding.
Koo. I bought
Who?
up Koo, man. I ain't bringing the Falcons up.
Get
I
him out
bought
of
up
here.
Koo.
Get him out of here. He gotta go. Get him off the panel. He got to go.
Hey,
We'll see him
hey,
the
but
hey,
next
Joe,
show. He got
look,
to
I'm,
go.
hey,
I
Get him out.
bought up Koo, not the
Look, y'all
Falcons.
gonna get used to that every week.
no.
hey,
Oh, listen,
hey,
don't
but
put us
Joe,
in. Don't say Cowboys and Falcons in the same sentence, man.
I mean, do
We
you
don't
hey,
play these.
understand the Falcons had a 16-point lead? I mean,
Yes.
they had that
we are
game.
rebuilding. We are rebuilding.
But
No,
they played.
Well,
I don't want to
I'm gonna
hear
give
maybe
that.
it to
not.
the Falcons.
I ain't finna be on no Falcon conversation.
The
I ain't finna debate
Falcons played
nobody.
good defense. Their defense was looking promising in the beginning. They were doing what they supposed to do. They were making plays. Number
Exactly.
84
They
was
let them
running that
down,
ball.
Shane.
He was running that ball, handling business on offense, and I have no idea what happened
When they
next.
quarterback fumbled the
Like they
football,
Ooh,
stunt
they
doubles
broke their
came
back.
in and everything changed up.
Well, I'm
Alex,
gonna
you
tell y'all
hit
like
the
this.
nail
Bean
on the head.
peas.
My Falcons
Bean
ain't gonna kill
peas.
nothing, and they
Bean
ain't gonna
peas.
do
That's
nothing
what
about it.
happened.
Hey,
Bean
no,
peas
I'm
and
gonna tell
Arthur
y'all like
Smith.
this.
That's what happened. Look,
Man, say what y'all want to say about the Falcon game against
Hey
the
man,
Saints.
that boy fumbled that football, man. That hurt. We ain't talk about that. I
No,
ain't got nothing to say about Dan P. Listen, man, you can't fumble the football, bro. I don't need my quarterback to be no hero. I need my quarterback to just, quarterback. Don't lose the game, but I mean, don't do that. But don't do that. Mm-mm.
Why you
see,
go?
but this is the thing y'all gotta take away from the Falcons. Do y'all understand the Falcons finally had a 100-yard rushing game,
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
That,
84 was running that ball now. I'm telling
which
you, he was
means
running that
which
ball.
means that offensive line looked good. The offensive line performed. How many times did Mariota
that's
get sacked?
great, but they didn't
No,
win.
no, no, no. But I'm with you on that, Joe.
Cordell
When we,
Patterson did his thing, but that still didn't mean nothing.
but Joe, get past the win and loss.
I
What?
can't.
How many sacks did? How many sacks? How many times did Mariota get sacked?
I don't think that's like now time.
None. Zero. The Falcons offensive line gave up 0 sacks, and had a 100-yard rush. That's an improvement on what we're used to.
No,
Wow. I
we
guess if
got what
you have to look at it that way.
wait. We got what we used to getting up and then lose.
It don't
That's what
matter.
we used
They
to.
choke. They
I'm
choke.
with you on that.
I mean,
But
and
who's
look,
it?
and I'm a Falcon fan big
Choke.
time.
Who's
They choke.
expecting the Falcons? Who's expecting the Falcons to do
They
anything
choke.
this year? Who's expecting the Falcons to
Nobody,
do
but
anything this year?
don't get my hopes up. Just be just up. You know.
Hey,
Well,
look, hold on. You know what
I
though? If
felt
we
like
gonna tank,
I thought they would be
we
better.
gotta make it look good. If we
I
gonna
mean
tank,
that you right, Mike. You got a point, but still,
we gotta make it look
man, to
good.
lose like that.
If we gonna tank, you gotta make it look good.
Listen, Alex said it. I mean, I just think he said it perfectly. He said, "My Falcons ain't gonna kill nothing, and ain't gonna let nothing die."
Who
And
said
it
that?
is what it is.
That's what it is,
Oh,
Alex.
that's all.
But as
That's
a Falcon
Alex.
fan,
That's
you got to
all.
understand what you walking into the season with.
Hey, y'all give a shout out to Alex, man. He supported the show. That's one of the coaches from is it Canberra Day, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I think
Oh,
that's him, but give him a shout out. He supported the show. Give him a shout out.
We
shout out, Alex.
welcome,
Please,
welcome. Thank you for support.
Don't be a stranger and invite your other friends. Thank you.
But
But
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head, Coach. They ain't gonna kill nothing and they ain't gonna let
They ain't
nothing
gonna let
die.
nothing
Oh
die.
my goodness. Falcons gonna
Well,
Falcon. I
man,
love
they,
He said,
everybody,
"Yeah,
any
go
Falcon fan,
Calvary Day."
if you're a true Falcon fan, hey, you should not expect anything from the Falcons this season. Bottom line, because we're
I mean, Mike, you right.
in
We
a rebuilding year.
understand.
right.
but hey, right,
You right.
when you dominate the game for 3 quarters, that changed everything for that particular
Exactly.
game. Anyway, I mean,
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's just me, but I'm always be a Falcon fan. I support
Yeah.
anything Georgia. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
loyal if
But
nothing
I'm
else.
still hurt, but it don't make me feel good at all.
At all. You hear me? At all.
Well,
But
all I'm saying, well, okay, all
What's
right.
up,
I
Trey?
get what y'all saying. I understand what y'all saying. If you're gonna lose by 30, not by one, and not the way the Falcons are. I get that.
You know, I got a better idea. Hey, Mike, let's talk about how we're gonna meet up for that chicken, man. Don't worry about the fact. Let's talk about that.
We'll talk about it backstage. Because I was gonna hit you up anyway about that.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, what made my Sunday better because I
What?
was foul was when the
Yeah.
Cowboys lost. Oh, that felt so good.
I
It
Oh
tell
yeah,
feels
you,
for
so
sure.
good when Dallas lose.
They
my
lost and
motto.
lost their quarterback.
What's my motto?
It's euphoric.
When the cow sisters lose, America wins.
Little Brian Jones about to be mad.
Oh, super mad. He is a Cowboy fan.
Oh man.
Look, I was
Uh,
talking to a Cowboy fan. He would yelling so much I couldn't even hear myself think on the phone.
hey, can I say something to Brian Jones? Can I say something? Hey, can I be petty towards Brian Jones?
If he's still
Go
on
ahead
here,
and
go
be petty.
At least the Cowboys didn't lose 35-7.
They might as well. They lost
But
19-3.
Mike,
Mike,
Huh?
you know he
Huh?
you
gonna
are
get
a
you for that one.
terrible human being, and that's all I got to say about that.
I know I'm. Hey, EP, hit it one time. EP,
Yo,
unmute your microphone. EP, and hit it one time.
Hit what?
you're
I don't
I'm
even
a,
Mike.
think EP
I'm a,
listening.
I'm a terrible human being. I'm a terrible human being.
You're a terrible human. Worse than that terrible towel that the doggone what you call it
Pittsburgh,
fans.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible human being.
There you go. Thank you. I'm a terrible human being. Brian Jones, I'm gonna forever mess with you on that one, just so you know.
I'm a terrible human being.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Oh no. Good stuff though. Good
Good
stuff.
stuff. Good stuff. Great show.
The Florida
Excited.
Gators.
Oh, well, come eat.
Yeah, it's time to wrap this thing up.
The Florida
Yeah.
Yada.
Gators and the Dallas Cowboys made my weekend.
Yes. Mine
They
too.
lost. They
Mine
lost.
too, because I'm a Gator hater.
A
Tell
big
Brian
one.
Mickles I'm a Gator hater.
Oh,
I
I be wearing him out.
doubly
Ain't nobody
so.
worry about it.
Doubly so. I hate the Gators doubly so because I'm a Seminole fan too, so I hate them doubly.
That
Ain't nothing.
Seminole fans just like Cowboys fans. They
No, they
delusional.
not.
They think they're gonna
They
win
be
the
No,
having
championship every
expectations
year.
every year.
no,
They
no,
have
no, no, no,
But
no. They
expectations
don't.
every
No,
hey,
year.
look,
Every
I think
year.
no. Wait
I
a
think
Every
they're
year.
gonna
They
beat
just
Clemson.
alike.
No, no,
I
no,
think
no,
I
they
think
not.
I think they're
Yeah,
gonna
That's
beat
what
but
you're not
Clemson.
gonna
still.
do. That's what you're not gonna do. You are getting us confused with Miami
What you
fans.
think, Anthony?
Miami
I think
fans.
Miami gonna win ACC. I think Florida State gonna win ACC, and I
I
think they're
think
gonna beat
Clemson
Clemson.
gonna get it. Oh, okay.
What?
I
Nah,
can believe
Clemson
Clemson
that.
got
offense.
that.
Clemson ain't got
But
enough offense to score on Florida State.
well,
That
let me
offense
say
is
this.
terrible.
Let me say this. We are not
Excuse me.
the
Excuse me.
Weasel.
Excuse me,
Okay.
people.
Yes.
Y'all are way off topic. This is a Wednesday night. It's not about college. It's about high school.
Okay.
Y'all
All
way
right.
off on.
Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I catch up with y'all later.
Where you
Y'all
go to
have a
sleep?
good
Yeah.
night.
You go to
All
sleep?
Y'all have a
right.
good night. Hey, don't
Night,
flex now.
Joe.
You ain't cut like that. Don't flex now. You ain't cut like that. Y'all have a good night.
Good
Go to
night,
sleep.
Drew. We finna wrap it up. Who is
Who's
Mr.
wrapping it
Black and
up,
Gold?
bruh?
Mr. Black and Gold, who are you?
The Elmo.
That's Lamarius Everett.
Hey, Elmo.
Hey, what's up?
What you know good?
Not much. Just trying to enjoy some food.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
about this weather too? We get into the football weather. It's starting to cool off.
Yeah.
Love it.
Time to bring out my boots and my Scully.
Wear them sweatshirts.
Yep. So, anything else? I mean, it's about that time, guys.
Yep, it is. You want to close us out, Jesse? Jess?
Okay. Well, we had a great productive game. I mean, productive show today. We did get on a little late, y'all. Y'all bear with us. Wednesdays are kind of hectic for a lot of us, but we made it. Shout out to Coach Everett, the offensive line coach for Peach County High School, for taking the time out to speak to us and give us a good, honest assessment. Thanks and shout out to the Wizard for his hard work on doing the predictions for the week and talking about the pick'em games. Um, Shout
Yeah.
out to all you panelists. Y'all
Yeah.
really, really were engaging, and we had
Yeah.
great conversation. Thanks to all of you who listened, and to all of you who are listening. Please make sure that you tell a friend. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. We want to get our viewers up, and we want to, we just want to get everybody talking about Georgia football. And if you did not hear your high school's name tonight and you want us to talk about them, come on, make comments and talk to us so we can, because we can't know every team in Georgia, but we would like to know about every team in Georgia. So if your team is doing something good, please talk to us.
Rep
Uh,
your teams.
Rep your teams. We don't discriminate like that. We love you all, and we want to hear what you gotta say. Um, with that being said, thanks, guys. We will see you all on Friday. Remember, the pick'ems in tomorrow at 6 because we do have a game on Thursday. So get your pick'ems in. Please vote. You got up until 1 o'clock tomorrow to vote on the player of the week. And with that, y'all have a great evening.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah. And
Good
then
luck
something
for
else.
the games this week.
Something
Peace
else.
up.
Okay, what
Peace up.
else?
Be tuned in for tomorrow night for the player of the week, for the two player of the week, and also we got a player or two coming on to talk as well. So stay tuned.
All
What
right.
time would that be?
It'll be at 6.
Okay, I might be able
6.
to make that.
Okay, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Tune in for the player of the week announcement and some athletes features for tomorrow.
All right.
All right. All
We
right. With
all
that being said, peace up. A town down. You got
All right.
anything,
Yeah.
EP?
Good night.
Deuces.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday and Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast
I have
show.
to go see a man about a minute.
And you better not lose.